happen for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price.
It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. From his end zone, Travis Homer. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by the rookie, picked 164th in this past draft out of BYU, Jaron Hall.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
When one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite... confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often. And they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Here's Hall. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Vikings will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some strong running. Shoves him aside. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the option left, here's Goff.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. There's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Busts through the tackle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. is brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second down, here's Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Brock Wright, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. As they've got it as we resume action. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hall to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Oh, look at the juke. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. So here come the Lions now. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. We got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no, but in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
3rd and 5. Now gone. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing here is Hall. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Hall. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hall. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far. It's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now it's gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And space tough to come by there, as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Hall. This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Hall. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw again.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He lets one go deep for Addison.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. It doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And so many times with the opening drive in the third quarter is a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Nwangu.
75 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yes, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Hall.
Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here's Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught at
the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
55 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Out of the end zone with it is Homer. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Hall.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he... of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
This to Laporta, right side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. There's Gone. And he's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Holding, offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
That's complete to Laporta.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 13 yards out.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And they work this right upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Ready?
Ball to throw it.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Fight, 6. Ready.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kattymadden, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Joseph on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense set to take over.
When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Goff on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. He's got it to the 43 here. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He got 29 yards that time.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kattymadden,
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
To throw is Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's second and a yard.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here comes second down.
Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Here's second down.
Now it's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Ready, break.
Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.